Welcome back to Factory Town, everyone. We're back. We're back again. Unfortunately, well, not so much unfortunately, but I left the game running by accident, and some of the stuff kind of ran out. But we've got quite a lot of resources, but stuff isn't running quite the way that it should. We've got a couple of these big backlog jams. Wow, they literally are log jams, huh? Get it? Log jam. Nice. So we've got some problems. People are mostly happy. We've got money coming in. Most of the resources are flowing. The spice must flow, but we need to kind of like fix some bits. Right now, our research is not running at all. We don't have books coming in. We want to learn intermediate logic. I gotta get some of like this fancier stuff, and the way we're going to do that is by getting ourselves another workshop. I think by here is probably fine. So somewhere around here is making leather. Okay, right, this pasture. Okay, so the pasture, you can take the leather over there, and then this guy is making paper. So hopefully between those two dudes, that should be enough. If it turns out that it's not enough, we can give them, I don't know, give them a cart each. But traffic's getting pretty messy in the middle. Like, our city centre is very busy. I don't think we're supposed to be playing the game like this. I think we're supposed to spread out a bit more. But there's just something about kind of like making everything nice and compact that I quite enjoy. Okay, so yeah, on this side we seem to have... We've got double thickness roads, and that's kind of working. Man, actually, maybe we want to give these guys like triple thickness. You know what? Why not? And this seems to be like a new thoroughfare, so I'm just going to kind of like make the roads come alive.
With the sound of music.
And that seems to kind of work. So, how is book production going? Okay, book production is very, very strong. And, right, that like little chute kind of like blocks us a bit. But do we want like this guy? Or do you want like a wagon to deliver the books? Here you go. Like a big wagon load of books. Okay, slowly like pootling along. There's nowhere too super busy that he has to drive past. In here is a bit of a mess. Like, I wouldn't want to get like be hitting rush hour and having to navigate this area. That's gonna suck for everyone. If we open up our research, so we need to do that 50 times. Man, it's quite expensive, but it gives us like fancier stuff. And then maybe we want to like move on to meteorology. So happiness is kind of a thing. We upgraded a couple of the houses so that they bring us in some more money. But, oh god, these guys are not that happy. They need wood and food, and the new thing that people want is cloth. And we don't really produce a lot of cloth, so we're going to have to start like a whole new cloth industry. Maybe like over here. So we've got to make wool in a pasture. That then has to go to a workshop. Okay, we can do this. Let's just like kind of clear out like an area. This thing, airstone, probably don't want it. I hope it isn't super rare. And you know, I'm just gonna like just demolish this stuff. Like, you know, make way, nature. Tom's coming through. First of all, we need to get a bunch of whatchamacallits, which are farms. So we need farms for the wheat. How many farms do we want? How big do you want our like super mine to be? 5? Is 5 too many? 5's probably fine. And then across from there, we're gonna have the pastures. And I think we might even try going with a triple deep road. Although, wait, we don't need the pastures opposite that. We need the grain mills, because the grain mills turn the stuff into food. Okay, right. Take 2. Okay, right. The grain mills, they're coming in. Is one? I think we actually need like two farms per grain mill. That's probably right. And how much grain does one of these guys put out? So it needs 2 wheat to get an animal feed. Okay, right. Let's just start like building this up, because otherwise we're kind of just wasting resources. And you know, I'm all about this sort of like big industrialization. and, you know, smashing stuff so we can build like kind of fancier things. But, you know, I don't want to waste resources. I love my resources. Right, you guys come along like this, and then sort of connect up with the mega road. Something like that. And also, we might even want, just short term, get like a barn in here. Do you want like a barn? Lower the terrain by here. There we go. So now we've got like the water running directly behind, and then we need pastures. Okay, how does that look? Maybe we could get like one more farm, then 3 can go into each of those. Sure, why not? Buildings, not barn, farm. And I think he's got water supply. Yeah, great. And then like a little bit more path, why not? Okay, this looks perfect. Oh, he doesn't have water. We didn't do it. This is terrible. It's a calamity. And let's get ourselves a few more wagons. So it seems like lumber is actually like a real choke point. Everything else we're pretty good on. Grain I'm not so worried about because that just gets turned into flour. We've got quite a lot of flour. So that should all be good. These are all kind of connected up. And then last of all, we just need someone to take wool from there into this barn. And then I think we're okay. Oh, one more. And you take wool to there, and you take wool to there. Have you produced wool yet? Wool. Shit, they need water as well. Okay, I've got like a radical plan. Just you gotta trust me. This feels very, very bold. Now they've got water. Okay, they're producing. But our boys are stuck. Okay, so we get blocks, and we buy scaffold blocks. And so I think we don't want it to go too high. And I mean 2 as in the number, not, you know, too high. So now I've got this bridge. Okay, great. I can build over it. The water will flow underneath. Actually, to be honest, I may have just been able to like fake that and just build myself like a little dam. These guys are very stuck. Okay, right. I think we fixed it. So we had to add like a little bridge in the back. I'm kind of liking building sort of like Waterworld over here. Hopefully no Kevin Costner-based fishmen will turn up. We have a real backlog of wheat, and so we can increase these like worker numbers. We've got tons of houses available, and get these guys. Let's just crank up the efficiency of all of this stuff. Oh, intermediate logic has been completed. Ooh, a sorter. Okay, right. With that stuff, suddenly we'll be moving into far greater territory. Okay, so we've got a barn that's making... It's got wool. And we're going to need to get a workshop. So, we've got our workshop. We don't want it building wheels. We want it building cloth. Cloth is like the new hit thing. And then this guy, he's going to carry the wool straight across the road to the cloth factory. And I think that should work. So it's just 1 wool to 1 cloth. We've got a shitload of wool. And let's crank that up. Like, let's really get these guys working. And then, last of all, I guess we're going to need to... I probably shouldn't do this, because those herbs are probably worth something. But I like to compact everything in. I'm trying to build a mega city here. And I don't want, like, herb growing in my mega city. And I want a barn there. And then I guess we get a wagon. And then the wagon transports the linen, the cloth to the barn. And yeah, it looks like he's going to be fast enough to like sort that out. So the barn will slowly fill up. And then last of all, we just get 1 worker who's going to now take cloth and put it in there because everyone here wants... Well, they may want wood. Shit. Fuck. Okay, right, we can get that as well. Because did we research a forester? Okay, so I'm just gonna like put 1 here for now. So what is it? It just takes 1 money and turns that into wood. Maybe we shouldn't be wasting this like prime real estate by the river. And instead, if we come out right? So they're gonna need like a three-er spot. And I'm guessing that we're gonna have a whole load of carts and shit going on. You know, let's turn this into like a little town square. Sure, why not? So we do have woods there, but you know, we're gonna preserve some of nature's natural bounty, and instead we're just gonna, I don't know, just start getting some of these guys down. We can't afford more. What do we need to build foresters? Oh, we need tons of lumber. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll get some lumber mills over here as... I'm just going to put these down here for now, because I want to make sure that everything is nice and evenly spaced. And I don't want that many. Something like this. Okay, great. You guys can have tons of people working for you, because lumber's a big issue right now. And I also take back everything I said about preserving nature's bounty, because we need lumber. And these guys are going to take it straight from the woods into this place, and then soon we'll have more space for, you know, more of our terrible city. You know, actually, you guys, you can like help out on these ones. And then that should be good. These guys are all sort of filling up. We could do with some more. Okay, right. We're gonna get one more wagon, and you take lumber to this barn. That's fine to have some in that barn. I kind of want that to be my linen barn, but it's like the linen cupboard. It's not even linen, it's cloth. Are they the same thing? I don't know. I never really understood. Did you have like a linen cupboard? We didn't even have one of those. We had an airing cupboard. Do you guys have an airing cupboard? Or is that like a sort of like British thing? Oh, we've got like spare wagons over here. Okay, right. You take that to there, and you're gonna take lumber to the big city. Okay, your big city lumber, which is a great name for a sort of delivery company for wood. Well, it's me, Tom, from Big City Lumber. Come, buy some lumber. And what are these guys' problems? What are they waiting on? They want grain. There's fucking shitloads of grain. Hooray! Why are they not getting the grain they deserve? This sounds like a job for Tom from Big City Lumber. Okay, like parts of this are a bit of a mess. I'm kind of like losing track of what the fuck is going on. I think we're gonna have to like move to other parts of the map soon. Okay, just like, let's just get some nerds to help just deliver wheat to these places. Actually, shit, if we just click this button, they'll just go and find wheat. I don't care where they get it from. Just find wheat, bring it here. Steal it from whoever you like. Maybe there'll be problems later. I can't imagine there will be. So short term, if I could add anything to this game, it would be like a hotkey to upgrade something, or just upgrade all, or something like that. Because if these guys aren't upgraded, they don't even want cloth. Right, okay, so they've got tons of cloth, which is good, because that sells for a whole load. A little bit low on food, a little bit low on wood. Okay, so, right, what's next on the research? Metallurgy. We want to do that, I guess. And then steam power? Steam power sounds pretty fucking good, huh? Steam power plant? Steam pipes? Jesus. Iron ore. Do we have iron ore yet? Fertilizer. No. We've got stone. There's iron. So I guess we could ship it in that way? Or do we want to like ship it in from the back? Let's go in from the back. That's what I always say. No, let's get a chute. Wow, we didn't even start building our cloth conveyor belts. That was the other reason why we wanted tons of cloth. How's the cloth stores doing? Kind of more full of wood, huh? I don't quite know why they're filling up with wood. Who's putting wood in there? Is that you? No, he's stealing the cloth. Oh, it's like this guy. He just isn't working hard enough.
You're fired.
Right, you've got some friends. Maybe I could have upgraded them to a wagon, but here, have friends. Okay, cloth output's much better. Everything requires a bit of fine-tuning. And, you know, I don't really have the patience for, like, the micromanagement fine-tuning. I sort of want to make the big, broad, sweeping strokes in this game. You know, I want to be the sort of the mayor, not the... Well, I guess the mayor's supposed to work out that stuff, aren't they? You know, I want to be the, you know, the guy that just kind of, like, hangs out and says, build stuff. Build more wagons. That sounds great. I could do that. Okay, so we've got a blank slate.
Please wait.
And tons of wagons. So it's time for us to really fuck this shit up. So wagons are going to take wheat into here. So we've got 3 farms fueling 1 grain place. Which seems like frivolous, but I think it's probably fine. Now we're going to have wagons transporting grain. Oh shit, not like this. Transporting grain from these into other places. Then the wool goes from there into the barn, and then last of all it goes from the barn into the workshop, and then the linen goes from the workshop into the place. Okay, so this whole thing is traffic jam central, but maybe it's gonna work. That seems to be kind of going okay. They're generating wool pretty quickly. This thing's almost always full. Maybe we even need like a second workshop. That's like easy enough to do because we can just put scaffolding down by here. Is that good? Is that like a slope? Block. There we go. Buildings, workshop. And you are going to make me cloth. I need like another wagon or 2. And then... oh. You take wool from there and put it into there. And then you take linen or cloth and put it into that other place. How does that sound? And also we want like 1 million workers in there. I say 1 million, but I can only have 5. Yeah, we sometimes get a bit of a roadblock, but you know what? I'm kind of down with that. Seeing as they can like kind of drop in the front or the back, maybe like there's a much better way to kind of like organize this. But we do have a whole load of cloth coming in, and these guys are like super cloth happy. They do want wood. That is still like a big issue. And this barn is filling up with wood. Are you like not delivering to the right place? Right, you take wood out of that barn and give it to them instead. Like, stop filling up my barn. Okay, right, and now they're just chugging in the money. Okay, right, that place, perfect. We've got a whole bunch of the Sleepy Brigade down here. Whatever, those guys, you do you. So we need to get a way to get metal, I guess, into our base. Are we able to even like take it into it? Actually, what we could do is just start a whole new thing. So I've got like a little block over here, which I don't know why, and I'm going to. We could just build like a barn straight by here, because you can do stuff using that, I think. Barn? There we go. 10 workers. They're really gonna clog this place up with ore like it's nobody's business.
Brothers of the mine, rejoice!
This thing is filling up with iron ore like it's nobody's business. You are full of books and full of wood, but they have no ore. And so I guess just get... do you want like just wagons to kind of like take ore from there down to there? Man, okay, right. Stuff that isn't on paths, that's pretty slow. Okay, so now they can zoom along, they can make it to the school, kind of handbrake turn around the front, and maybe even like get just this in the back. I think that kind of works. Oh no, we're trees and we're being destroyed. If we could have had one last wish, it would be to leave a like and a subscribe, maybe to have rung that bell, but alas we can't. Please, don't make the same mistake as us.